That's right. Somebody stole my idea. Absolutely just cut my lunch. And they had the audacity to kind of do it better than me. Kind of. This is a new D-Series boat ute mod thing, and it is brought to us by Jerry 30th Shore. And you may be looking at this going, well, this looks nothing like the Top Gear vehicle, and I would tend to agree. But you know what? It does this a whole lot better. This other thing is not completely sinking. Yeah. Wait, how do I do the rear differential, front is it this? Is that what nope. It's one of these, I know it is, hold on. Is it this? Nope. Okay, I don't know what it is. Oh, nope, there we go. That's the one that transfers it to run out the back. Does that undo the front wheels when that happens? Interesting. You know what? That makes sense. But wait, which one was it that spins the rear back motor? I can't remember exactly. That's actually a really smart way of doing it. You could theoretically set this up so then it wouldn't spin the front. Oh, it's not spinning the front tires. They just had a whole bunch of momentum. That's a brilliant idea. Though it is still running off of the engine, so that is different from the system that I had. I had a fully unique outboard motor. Now, they claim that if these barrels break off, the thing sinks. But I don't actually think that these barrels are the main part of creating buoyancy here. The main reason? The D-Series is heavy and flotation in BeamNG is very jank. I had to create incredibly fake buoyancy sorts of things, and then I got this, and then I made the cabin buoyant. But it still wasn't enough. So if we take this into the water itself, we could see the rear just won't float with two barrels. So that leads me to think that two barrels on either side of the back, not enough. So what have they done? Well, let's have a quick look. And as expected, this is actually something I considered doing, which is adding more buoyancy. But how does it then sink if we break a barrel off? It looks like this might be affecting the oh. What was that? Oh, okay. So breaking that off makes some sort of a thing fly off. That's... Yep, and it's rotating. I'm guessing that the pressure inside this thing is really high, and when pressure gets really high in BeamNG, for some reason it makes them more buoyant, but also causes them to rotate. I wish they would fix that. And, okay, so this is attached to this, which is attached to this. So if we grab you, pull you that way, and then grab you and pull you this way, off you pop. Come on. Okay, you know what? I need my screen to be a little bit of a different... Okay, there we go. Off you... Does it not actually pop off? Okay, it does pop off. But then... Okay, so they've got it as a node... sorry, not a node... A beam group. When the beams from this to that broke, it broke all of that to the body. That's actually a rather smart way of doing it. I wouldn't have thought of that. Now, you could see that BeamNG is wanting the vehicle to just rotate on its own. No inputs, just rotating. And that's BeamNG for you. So you know what? Kudos and props to you for thinking of a way of doing it. Though, I would probably at least have the rear sink down a little bit, but then, you know what, actually no. This doesn't have a big, heavy outboard motor on the back, so that doesn't actually need to happen. They haven't also made the body buoyant, so they've gone around all of that with just adding these orbs in, basically. My final little gripe with BeamNG is that the more pressure you add, the more buoyant something becomes, which is not realistic. No matter what's in there, as long as it's air, I think it is, then it will be of a certain buoyancy, and you can add more pressure, won't make it more buoyant, but what it will do is technically add more weight, which would make it sink more. That's the one thing out of buoyancy that I wish the BeamNG devs would fix, and, you know, also the spinny rotatiness. But yeah, brilliant idea, and they've got the motor coming off the motor? They've got the motor coming off of the engine, and they rotate the thing like that. Perfect. That's a good idea. I was actually going to do something like this, though I wouldn't have thought to have this work properly, to bring a boat, which I think is the D series? Hold on. No, the H series, that's the one. And then that would have been Richard Hammond's boat. So I would probably end up actually making something very similar to this. I don't think it uses a pivoting motor though, but it does instead use a rudder. This is actually also moving pretty fast compared to mine. Mine is not really much of a mover, so let's turn this off and there we go, make that invisible. Yeah, this thing is very slow. If we also... Oh, I don't remember the controls for this. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Frick. There used to be I had a button that set it up so then I could push the barrels down more. Which one is it? I don't think my thing is working, because I don't actually see any of my things. Oh, that's really annoying. What the hell? I was really hoping that I'd be able to turn the motor off and then run just the this in the back here, but I wasn't an expert enough. Now, their boat apparently has a race version. So, race boat. I'm not actually sure which version I have, but let's try this out. And I want to just see how fast this can go. It feels pretty fast. Oh, it's got a V8 in it. Okay. Let's switch over to... Is this... Brakes on? Drive? No, that's wrong. Is it L2? I think it's L2. We're not moving very much, though. Oh, because we're in 4th gear. Okay, yeah, we need that to go a little bit more. Apparently, 4th gear, too big of a gear. There we go. Gear 3. There we go. Much better. We'll want to go into... Oh my god, look how fast this thing is going. That's crazy. Oh god. Okay, yep. What the hell? I get the feeling that the motor just exploded. So let me explain why that just happened. We bring this back up, we can see that we got a little bit of a thing in the middle here, and these are actually physically attached. So when you start pushing too much torque and power through that, I'm guessing that it overcame the beam spring and damp, which is so goddamn hard to get right in BeamNG. It then just decided to explode because it couldn't hold on to itself anymore. I wonder what happens if we just go through all of the gears. 3rd gear, 1st gear? Wait, is... Okay, yeah, I think my brakes were holding... What? Okay, you know what? Game... I think the handbrake is actually stopping us. 3rd gear? Yep, okay, there we go. Just too much power going through. Let's turn on NOS, and we'll leave that for now. Let's drive. Huh. I thought the air was pushing us earlier, but I think I was wrong. So let's let the vehicle roll. Apparently it wants to roll backwards. I don't know why that is. Now if we drive forwards... Nope. Into 4th gear. It's losing stability. It's not so stable anymore. It's having a hard time. Oh dear. Okay, well, you know what? This time it's actually not so bad. Let's try this again. We're just gonna go... Come on. Come on. Change gears. Sometimes I'm not a big fan of the new shift mechanics. But I suppose I could just change this in. Over torque risk? They didn't go with an engine that was... able to deal with that a little bit better? Why is it dropping out of nitrous range? So apparently this thing just likes to sit in 3rd gear, huh? Let's get the speed up. Then, oh, that rear propeller, yep, there it went. I saw it that time. That's a big disappointment right there. Doing nothing now. And yep, with the wheel broken off, can't really do anything. This is pretty darn cool. They did what I wasn't wanting to do with my build, but kind of was a bit disappointed that I didn't, is they actually made it good and fast, which is not really what the Top Gear vehicle was. So, kudos to you. Good job. I love it. Now, I know it's been a short video. I haven't done a whole lot. Let's turn this off and just enjoy the scenery. But if you've liked it, go ahead and subscribe. Usually my episodes are just a smidge bit longer. Just a smidge. Sure, don't look at the 2-hour long episodes that I used to release sometimes. But that is going to be it for today's episode. Which brings me to the time to thank my channel members. And that specifically includes the Rogue Tick, the Crayon Priest, who is a top tier channel member. Very, very much thanks there, bro. For the rest of you, though, catch you all next time. Goodbye.